Hi, cat. Come and get some mango, baby.
One, two, 1, 2, 3. Self-awareness is a superpower. My name is KathyLaDonna. Welcome to Soul and Vibration. I hope the free thinkers are doing well. And if you're not doing well, I'm happy to remind you that you are the most powerful person that you know. You are the most powerful person that you know because only you can create your reality. Hey guys, today is Wednesday, April 10th, and the energies in the day adds up or reduced to number 4 vibration. If today is your birthday, happy birthday. So when it comes to the spirit animal, we are rocking with the bat energy, and with the bat energy and the way how it came out, I think of how bats don't see, but they use their hearing and also to sound to determine where they are. And the way how this card came out, it brings me to, in today's energy, there's this need for silence and reflection, but instead, there's a need for silence and reflection, but at the same time, it's like avoiding silence and reflection. I think of how the day is the 10th, so that brings some kind of a new beginning to the day, or even a lot of thoughts or new perspectives, coming up with a lot of thoughts, having a lot of great ideas, and just a lot of thoughts. And the energies in the day adds up and reduce to number 4 vibration. So the number 4 brings in this feeling or reflecting about stability, security. So when I look at today's energies, I think of like someone overthinking about how to transform or change their situation and feeling like they need to do something now, so much to the point that like they're wasting energy, wasting time. So I think of like, you know, you're sitting home, you're chilling, and all of a sudden something hits you and you're like, damn, I need more money, or damn, I need to get a better car, or damn, I need this, that, or the next, whatever, you know, wherever your foundation is weak, you're like, you know, wow, I really need to do something about this. And all of these ideas are coming in your mind at once about how you could do something about this. And, you know, you can find yourself trying to act on all of them, thinking that you're going to do something in this moment that's going to change your situation forever. It's like thinking you're going to plant a seed right now and the seed is going to bloom overnight. You know, with the bat energy as a spirit animal, it just brings me to avoiding distractions and sitting still, being still. I feel like this Mercury retrograde phase is tough when it comes to those of you who have certain friends or people you vent to. Because the friends or the people that you vent to might come off very annoyed with you this month. Very annoyed with you as they are dealing with what's happening within themselves. And normally they could easily focus on you or listen to you and what's happening with you. But, you know, they'll find themselves feeling like everything is always about you. Or if you're the one that's always listening to someone else's situation and, you know, being that support, being that ear, you could easily find yourself feeling irritable as it feels like they're so self-absorbed and everything is all about them. And it's because, like, you know, you want to ear or you want to focus on you, and it feels like they're getting in the way of you getting closer to you. When it comes to the tarot, wow. So the Hermit energy just confirmed what I said with the bat energy. So in the upright position, the Hermit is reflective. The Hermit, you know, is in the dark. That's why it has its lantern. And within the lantern, that looks like a star. So within the lantern, that's the light looking like a star brings me from the star card, and how the star card deals with surrendering, being vulnerable and ready for change. So with the Hermit card in the upright position, one of those stars is within the lantern of the Hermit. And, you know, the Hermit to me is going within. It's seeking truth that can only come from within. And that truth, it has to go into the darkness. It has to go into the shadowy aspect of ourselves to find that truth. In the reversal position brings me to what I was saying with the Bat card. It's like avoiding spending time alone, avoiding spending time in silence. As, you know, we're so distracted by what our situation is and what we would want it to be. But at the same time, not being still enough to get the clarity that we need. There's some level of clarity that is needed today, because you could find yourself feeling the irritation or the pain of your foundation not being in balance the way you would like, or things not being in order the way you would like. There's also this feeling of feeling like you have to hurry up and do something. When it comes to the energies in today, some kind of a checklist or to-do list is good, not in the sense of a 4-day, how our mind goes from one extreme to the next and we're so busy doing nothing. But with today's energy, it's like the thought of having to remember the things that you have to do today feels extra exhausting. So it's like, give yourself a break by creating some kind of a to-do list, where it's like you go and you look at the list and you check off what you've done and, you know, go work on what needs to get done. At least you don't have to ask yourself, you know, am I forgetting something? I could see some of us easily find ourselves asking ourselves, am I forgetting something? Am I forgetting something? So with the Bats and the Hermit energy both coming out, it just brings me to, some time in silence, asking for silence. So if you're that friend that's always, doing all the listening, today you might do good, like telling your friend that, you know, you can't talk today, or you need some time to focus on some things today. Because you could find yourself getting on that conversation and instead feeling irritated with that person, as it seems like they're selfish, when in all reality, they're just not used to you ever, you know, being vulnerable, not used to you ever wanting the conversation to be on you, because, you know, maybe you're the one that's always in control. So you're the one always giving a listening ear, where today it's like, it feels like too much to give. Or maybe it might be the other way around. So Mercury is the ruler of today, and Mercury conjunct the sun, and Chiron is squaring Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius. So with that square, you know, it brings me to power struggles around communication. And it's almost like with the square, it'll bring me to like two people having a conversation and competing over who had it the worst. I feel like that can come up today. So it's like, say if you are having that conversation with someone, you know, something comes up where they talk about something that they've been through. You might talk about something you've been through. And it's like, it feels like there's a power struggle. Like there's an ego clash about who has it the worst. Like a lot of people think like our ego only expressed in us trying to be dominant and controlling. Our ego is also expressed in, you know, trying to compete for who's the bigger, who is the bigger victim out of two or out of the group or whatnot. To me, our ego is just our ability to identify with a thing and seeing ourselves through a thing. And, you know, with today's energy, Pluto in Aquarius and Pluto transforming how we're connecting to people, our boundaries within the groups we associate ourselves with Mercury in retrograde conjunct the sun in Chiron, you know, there's challenges when it comes to our friend groups and our public image. On a day like today, it feels like nobody understands. It's like nobody understands and feels like, everybody's a little bit selfish and they don't understand. And I feel like it will feel like that if we're expecting for others to do for us, you know, what we would normally do when everybody is just, you know, while this Mercury retrograde phase is happening, I just imagine everybody to kind of be walking around like zombies with their eyes kind of rolled back, even though their eyes looks like it's looking forward, and pretty much operating from cruise control. And when you really get a person's attention, is because something has touched their wound. So something could touch someone's wound in a way where it's like they want to fight because you done touched their wound, you done triggered something, but really their beef is not with you, it's with pretty much like the first time they've ever felt whatever it is that they're feeling that's triggering them. Or it could be someone is validating, or, you know, someone feels seen, you know, then to me, you know, the eyes might not roll back and like, you know, focus forward for a little bit before it rolls back again. But, you know, all of this energy is necessary. I feel like we're all being summoned within ourselves to understand something about ourselves on a deeper level. And it's just so necessary, because for me personally, since the Libra lunar eclipse, like since the day of it, or even the day before, I've been noticing different things with myself within my world that's made me feel super emotional and summons me inside myself to understand something on a deeper level. And I just try to remind myself to, you know, remember that everybody else is going through it in their own way, according to the area of their life that it's amplifying or illuminating. So we're all going through it and going through it in a different way, in our own way. And it's just important for me to give others the grace that I would want them to have for me as I go through it. And also too, as I go through whatever it is that I'm feeling with this energy, it feels so sensitive. Like it feels so, not just sensitive, but tender, like, you know, a very tender spot. And with me feeling that tenderness, it just helps me to be more empathetic towards others, just knowing how tender that feels, and not like, you know, normally it's like tough love type of vibe, but it's like, this kind of hurts. This kind of hurts. Please take your time with me. I'm gonna take my time with you. It's like, that's how I'm seeing this energy. And I feel like, you know, it's a good reminder to a lot of us, like it humanizes us, I guess. It grounds some of us who's always strong all the time, or feel the need to be strong all the time. Like this really sits our butt down and help us to, like, you know, get a dose of reality. But with the energies in today, silence is what's needed, reflection is what's needed. And for some of us, it feels too painful to be silent or reflective. So instead, we're feeling whatever it is that we're feeling, and we could be trying to skip out on our reality through different things that you do to escape reality. And in some cases, sometimes escaping reality is inevitable. So I always say, figure out healthy ways to escape reality. So when this is all said and done, it doesn't cost you anything, because, you know, the way you chose to escape reality.
Hey guys, I want to share with you 7 benefits of getting a numerology natal chart awareness coaching session. The first one is understanding your internal programming. The second one is becoming more clear about your purpose and passion. The third is setting goals for success. The fourth is awareness of strength and areas of improvement. And the fourth one was foundational for me, because whenever you're aware of your weaknesses, no one can use them against you. And when you're aware of your strengths, that makes you unstoppable. And that is why I say self-awareness is a superpower. The fifth benefit is removing obstacles. We first have to become aware of a thing in order to remove it in the first place. The sixth benefit is understanding relationship dynamics. We don't have to change the people in our lives. We have to become aware of ourselves and start from there, and everything changes. And the seventh benefit is upcoming transits, if that's something that you would like to look into because you're planning for something or you just want to be aware. So if you're interested in booking a numerology natal chart awareness coaching session or learning more about it, the link to book or the link to send me an email for questions are both within the description box below. If you'd like to check out my Patreon, where I share exclusive content and also to become a part of the meetup group, which is my favorite thing on Patreon. The link to check out what's happening on Patreon is in the description box below.
Please let me know you're here with me by dropping me a green heart in the comment box below. I would love to hear from you and look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Love yourself as if your life depended on it, because it does. Take care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.